there's a girl on a FishPro trophy, and she's out there catching and camping and everything. I'm like, yeah, I know her. She's part of the Sea-Doo team also, you know.
Growing up, I always thought it was my dad who took us fishing. Turns out it was my mom who loved to fish and my grandmother who loved to fish. So my grandfather came back from war. He had depression and PTSD, and she would take him out fishing, and she was that last cast like an hour ago kind of lady. And so when I grew up, it was very, very normal to see women fishing, and I would say I'm inspired by the legacy of the female role models in my life, my grandmother and my mom.
What inspires me to keep on doing this is just to show other women. Most people are scared to even just back up a trailer. And I'm like, well, you're not going to be able to get it if you don't practice. So, you know, it really does motivate me to keep on doing this, making these videos. And there is one racer that I've been watching, Bianca Bustamante. She's a fellow Filipina, and she's an F2 driver and a teenager. Stuff like that, seeing other females in power sports, Haley Deegan. Oh my gosh, her stories are crazy, and she's out there representing for females also.
Love it. Just in general, fishing is a male-dominated sport, and I feel like my upbringing, I thought it was normal to have, you know, women in that role fishing and providing for the family. And as I grew older, I started to see that that was not so normal. And I wouldn't say that I was completely embraced into the fishing world. It's never easy, but I am really grateful for the support that I've had. Sometimes I get pictures that other boats take of me saying, wow, you're out there by yourself, right? I'm just like, yeah,
why not? I could be out here.
They assume that, you know, sometimes I have a team of people or something. Having that independence and autonomy to be able to be my own captain. And I remember the first time that I was a boat offshore and the guy yelled out, "Hey, Cap, I just want to let you know I'm not going to be on anchor here. I'm gonna keep drifting." And I that moment stood out to me so much because I was out there alone, and I'm like, he considered me like a captain. Like, okay, cool. Those moments of being out there and showing we are representing the women, and we do know what we're doing, and we can catch fish.
Yeah, when I'm out on the water or just doing anything, it's a male-dominant industry. And seeing me, they think like, oh my gosh, she doesn't know what she's doing. Or like, oh, can I help you, dear, at the dock? Or like load my trailer. And I'm like, I've got this. Or I said, do you want me to back up your trailer for you? Because I've got it. Let me give you an example. I started my own PWC community in Houston. It's the largest group in Texas. And as a female organizing it and leading it, everybody was like challenging. Because then you have people thinking that I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't know how the routes go, or I don't know where to go. But they found out quickly that, oh wow, she knows how to lead this and show other people and explain everything. And it's not just the hype. She actually knows how to do this stuff. And that's actually like what really encourages me to keep on doing this.
I think it's so special when I'm on the water and I see a boat go by.
Yeah.
And I see a little girl look up and say, "Dad, look." Seeing that light up, it's a girl. that is so special to me, because I always thought I was the oddball as a young girl who loved to come home from school and dig up worms in the backyard to go across the street and catch bass. It's just super special to be that representation for that younger generation of females coming up.
Yeah, especially when I'm writing, and you know how I love to customize mine. Yeah, I like to wrap everything, make it like a style for me. You know it's mine when you see it going on the water. Especially little girls love seeing it. And they're like, oh my gosh, look, it is a supercharged Sea-Doo. So it's like, you know what? Who says that you have to be masculine riding these supercharged power sports machines? People will say, why do you wear makeup on? Why do you wear makeup while you're on your Sea-Doo? I'm like, I still want to look cute when I'm riding. Why do I have so many vests? Well, I gotta match my outfits. You don't have to give up your femininity, and it's not just a masculine, hobby sport.
I think it's super special that we're able to share those stories. It's creating memories for those people. For this life is very short, and I know you've seen that as well, working as a nurse and my background in medicine as well. And I've had so many patients that thought they had more days than they did, and we get to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Creating those memories. Hopefully we get to spark some of those moments of go out, get on the water, adventure, create those memories, because those are things you're not going to forget.
It's not always about just career. You still have to enjoy life. And the way I enjoy life is being on the water, going on adventures, going places I never even thought that I would be able to go. I hope to not just inspire the younger generation, but even the older ones. Just because you're in your 40s, 50s, doesn't mean you can't do it. You can still get out there, go on adventure. It doesn't always have to be like some crazy adventure. It's an adventure for you.
You write your own story.
Yes, exactly. You know how they say YOLO? You only live once?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you live every day. You die once. So it's YODO for me. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
I feel like every year I add a new bucket list thing, but right now I would really love to catch a marlin off the PWC in my home waters. I've done the marlin on a kayak in Mexico.
Is there a lot over there?
In
your home waters? Yeah.
It's rare.
Oh,
but it happens.
see, that's your white whale.
That's my white whale. But yeah, that's definitely my bucket list right now. Catching a marlin in my home waters. What's yours?
My bucket list, still top of the list, is probably Alaska. I would love to go to the glaciers and then hopefully see some whales.
It's so cool.
And they said that they have a lot of marine life, especially like during like the summertime.
And the fishing is amazing there.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should do that together.
It's so good to be with you.
Of course. Next step, Alaska. Definitely. Hopefully I will see you there. So now we're going to pass the mic to our friends over in Brazil, Nina and Ana Paula.